What's up, y'all? I wanted to come and make a video about this Omarion, Fizz, and Apryl situation. So I'm gonna start off with my viewpoints on Apryl. I believe that Apryl was just upset and mad that Omarion didn't want to be with her anymore, which it's okay to be hurt or mad about that, but a person has the right to say, look, I no longer want to be with you. I feel like I've outgrown, for whatever reason. A person has the right to say, I want to end this relationship. That's number one. Now, a person should not cheat just because they want to end the relationship and don't have the balls to admit or say that. A person should not start demeaning you, abusing you, or mistreating you just because they no longer want to be in a relationship. But they have every right, and it's not wrong for them to say, I don't want to be with you anymore, if that's a choice that they made. I personally feel if you have a breakup with a person and you really loved them and thought that it would be a great and perfect relationship, to me you should look at it as, oh, well, if I thought that that was great and perfect and would have made for a lasting relationship, then that must mean that the person who is out there for me is going to be even 100 times better if I thought that that was where it was at and it didn't work out. So I get a person being hurt, but I personally think that a person should look at it differently and not look at it as if that was their end-all be-all. They should look at it as there's someone out there that's even much better for me, where I'm going to be super happy, happier than what I thought I even was with you. But anyway, so back to that. So I think that she was just pissed at him that he decided he didn't want her anymore. I believe maybe through her own thoughts, or maybe her mom talking to her, friends talking to her, they whole thing was like, well, watch, the minute you get with somebody else, he's gonna want you back. So I think she went to say, you know what, right, I'm going to try and make him jealous, thinking like, okay, that'll make him come back. This is where she messed up though, at when you do that, is she went with someone who was close to, that he looked at as a friend. So no, now he looked at you as the enemy, and as if he made the right decision. I think that she was hurt and upset. She said, I'm gonna hurt him and make him upset by getting with this guy and make him jealous and come back. I also think that she's about money. Omarion was her money, and he was her claim to fame. Well, he's no longer doing a show anymore. She needs a storyline. Fizz is on the show, and she looked at it as, well, Fizz will have a point to offer if they go on tour. Because one of the things that she kept stating was like, he's not helping with the kids, he's not doing anything. And then she was like, all he giving me is $700. Well, first off, that means that he is helping you with the kids. He is doing something. But to me, there is no issue or problem with him only paying $700 a week or a month or however he's paying it, because from what I was told, she doesn't even have custody of the kids. He has the primary custody of the kids. So right, why would he be giving you money as if you're the one taking care of them full time when you're not? She's actually the weekend parent in this situation, and it could even be every other weekend. So I don't look at how much he's paying her as a problem, and I believe that it is something. And then she mentioned that she stays in LA, so that makes it hard for her to stay in LA with only receiving that amount. And I look at that with an issue too. First off, you're not originally from LA. Go move your ass back home then. Because I would take it, she moved out to LA to be with Omarion. If Omarion is not with you anymore, then leave your ass from out of LA. Number two, I look at it as, where is her money and security? His money is going to you to help take care of the kids when you have them. If you don't got your own money or something to match to take care of yourself, that's not his problem. He don't owe you that. He don't owe you $2 grand, $4 grand, $5 and upward to take care of what, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old or something like that. Like, no. Make your own money to where you can afford the other half of taking care of those kids, but mainly of taking care of yourself. And if LA is too expensive for you to care for yourself there, then you should move. And it's that simple. It's that simple. So her, to me, trying to down him on the fact it's only $700 a month when you don't even have full custody of them, and when you should have your own money to contribute to your way of life, that's not his problem. That's not his fault, and you can't make him the bad guy because of that. But so I believe that she also looked at it as, Fizz is on the show, he gives me a storyline, I'm gonna go with Fizz. Fizz was his bandmate. I can really make him jealous and try and hurt him too by doing this. And I believe Fizz never even thought this plan out at all. I think his situation was more so, okay, this is some ass that's throwing one that self-fed me, I'ma take it. And then I think that he looked at as far as her being Omarion's ex, he has his own ex to grind in vendetta or jealousy against Omarion himself. So I think he only thought it that far ahead, like, oh yeah, I got a problem with Omarion too, I'ma fuck her. Oh, this is a chick offering me some ass, I'ma fuck. Even though to me, I think he's a swinging door. You know, his door isn't only open or from one end. It's a swinging door. It can go on both sides of a wall. Catch that. But anyway, so I believe that for him it was that, and he possibly looked at her as being a means of a storyline too. Now this is where neither one of them thought it all the way through. Since she is a gold digger to me and wants fame, she looked at it as, okay, this is going to be 2 checks I'm about to be getting from off this tour, because not only is my baby father on it who has to pay me, and she probably going to go back in for more child support, but also I am in an intimate relationship with one of the guys who be on tour, so I have access to his money too. He's about to come up on the payday, outside of the payday we already getting from off Love and Hip Hop. And I believe that she thought, okay, I'm going to be able to come on that tour with my kids, and I can be with my kids in Omarion's face all over Fizz, and just be in his face to be messy and really make him jealous, get under his skin. And Omarion outsmarted both of them and said, no, neither one of y'all about to be on this tour. You ain't about to have a reason there. Neither one of y'all about to make any more money off of me or my name or likeness, because not on this tour, because people will be highly invested in that. Like, oh, all 3 of them and these kids on the tour, they in Omarion's face kissing the kids. She got the kids calling him daddy or something. You know what I'm saying? But this is, so Omarion put an end to that. Like, you ain't about to get more money. He definitely ain't about to get no money either. Like, both of y'all are done with. Whenever you are making any decision, you always weigh the pros and cons. But definitely if it's one of warfare, like where you're trying to lead an attack on someone, you have to consider every possible outcome and scenario. You have to consider what could be the outcomes of the attacks that you choose to make. But then you also have to try and weigh out what would be their counterattack that they have in their arsenal to use against them. Neither one of them thought this all the way through. Neither one of them thought of what could go wrong or how could he respond if we do this. And they not too bright. Anytime in tactical warfare, you always have to look at how this can go, pros and cons, what they can counter with, pros and cons. If either one of them was smart, they would have waited to reveal this relationship till contracts was already signed and it was already on the road, and then let Love and Hip Hop camera show up with them in a 5th, 6th, 7th state, hugging, kissing, and all on this tour in front of Omarion's face. If they were smart, they would have did it like that, because in warfare tactics, it's not just about knowing what moves to make and what the counter moves may be and preparing for that, but it's also knowing timing, having good timing, going when to lead an attack. They shot the gun and showed their hand too soon, too fast. They did it in a very sloppy way. What they could have did was let a few rumors go by starting now about them so-called having a relationship, but denied it, and then waited on tour to confirm it and say, oh, well, yeah, we are together. Because at that point, Omarion's hands pretty much would have been tied. If Omarion would have dropped out of the tour while they was already on their contract signed, he would have took a big pay loss, and the other band members could have sued him, which made him take even a greater loss. If he would have tried to get rid of, what's his name, of Fizz while already on the tour and signed contracts, he would have had to pay Fizz out a large amount of money. So Fizz and Apryl would have been straight on the money end, regardless of which way it went, if they hadn't shot so early. So both of them screwed themselves with that. Omarion, very smart, very calculated. His warfare tactics, he let it on strong. And to me, the way that he just did this, since contracts haven't been signed for yet, is he pulled the ultimate move. There's nothing that they can do to counter his attack by pulling him off the tour. Nothing they can do, because nothing had been put in fine print at that point. So they're dumb. I like how Omarion played it. No, y'all not about to play behind my back, lead an attack on me together and think that y'all just about to be unscathed. The only person leaving out unscathed is Omarion. I believe that, well, Omarion's mother already knew that Apryl wasn't shit, which is why she had a problem with her. I remember when they both was on the show, I was sitting back trying to assess it, because sometimes you have a mother, especially if she's a single woman, she's not going to let go of her little boy. Even mothers who are married and have husbands, they still just have this attachment and control that they want over their sons, right? So I was trying to sit back and assess it when I was watching that then, like, okay, does his mom has justifiable cause to feel this way? Because mothers can also have a fifth sense where they know it can spot these birds a mile away. And as we all know and see now, his mom spotted this bird a mile away. I believe Omarion, probably the reason why he decided he didn't want to be with her, because after he put her on the show, I think he probably seen like, oh, okay, this chick is an attention whore. She wants a career of her own. She's about money and just being ratchet. And I think he looked at it, since we see her character and behavior is drastically different from his own. He is not one to try and exploit himself or relationships in a negative way just to get attention, press, to get a check. He is not one to feel it's okay to be ratchet, create drama. That's not how he moves, you know. So I believe he probably has started seeing things after that initial show, or after the children stuff that she said, because as we see now, she talks reckless. I think the only thing that was keeping her from being too far out there was the fact she was with him and she knew he would not accept or agree with certain behavior or characteristics being displayed for the public. So I believe he started peeping things, realizing that his mom was about right, and that's why he said, oh no, I don't want to be with you. I see now, because he did an interview with Vlad, and he said he believed that the cameras don't make stuff up, they just reveal people's true nature and character. So I believe he would feel that way about her. So after they did that initial season or show of being in front of the cameras, she exposed those flaws that she has, and he was like, oh, I'm not with it, I don't want to be with this, and that's why he decided to leave her. And then what she did is went and revealed what type of woman she was even more, that she's low down and dirty. As far as this friend thing, she trying to say that they weren't friends. To me, it doesn't matter. I do not agree that Fizz and Omarion were not friends. But even as far as just being bandmates, this is not just a co-working relationship. This ain't like you walk into a building and there's 200 other people or 20, 40 other people that you're working with every day to where y'all will only be on a high, a first name basis. No, it was only 4 y'all in that group. Not only did y'all job require y'all to go into a studio for hours at a time and mesh, because when you're in a group with someone or in a partnership, business with someone, no, you have to mesh on a deeper level. But then just a high and by, we work for a corporation and we clock out of this building each day at the time. No, they were in the studios for weeks, months, years, hours at a time. Then y'all also were on the road with each other, and it was only y'all 4. Y'all knew each other, whether y'all liked each other as people or not. Y'all had a closer bond than what a friend was, whether y'all wanted to be friends or not. Y'all knew each other, how each other woke up in the morning, how each other went to bed at night, what people crave, their diet habits, all that. Y'all was on tour and on the road for years at a time. Y'all did have friendship. Y'all did have a relationship that was deeper than just high and by. Also, Apryl came out and stated that no, we were invited to their birthday parties, to their baby showers. So there was a closer relationship than trying to just say, oh, we was only co-workers. Because I have co-workers. I do not see them or talk to them outside of work. So if you're being invited to things that don't consist of a tour or label obligations and stuff like that, then no. That was a friendship. We don't invite our co-workers that we don't deem to be close to our baby shower, to our home, on trips with us and stuff like that. So no, they're lying. They're trying to downplay the relationship they had. And like I said, I don't care if they didn't have that type of relationship. She was still out of order for going and messing with him, and Fizz was out of order for going and messing with her. And guess what? Now that his money, the money he was about to come into is not there. Well, she's about to leave him because she's the gold digger and fame whore. So, okay, yeah, you gave me a storyline on the show, but now she's probably developed other relationships with other castmates and stuff like that. She don't necessarily need to still be involved with him to still have a storyline or be on a show. Plus, even the breakup will give a storyline of they're not rocking with each other anymore. So, she secured that love and hip-hop bag through Fizz, and she no longer needs him anymore to keep it. And now that he is not going on tour and getting that tour money, she also sees no point and no purpose for him, because now you're not offering me the size of bag that I wanted and thought that you could. So, mark my words, she is about to be done with Fizz. She is about to leave him because, trust me, she didn't want him. He was a means of money, storyline, and trying to make her ex jealous and want to get back with her, and that all backfired on her ass. So she's about to leave him. Fizz played himself because, right, this chick did not want you, was not interested in you. You just wanted to get back at your friend, so you decided to go ahead and play along and use her, as well as having a storyline on the show. So they both shot themselves in the foot. It's not going to end well for either one of them. It already isn't. Her tactics and plan has ran its course, and so has Fizz. Is there anything else? Oh, the other thing I want to say is, Apryl, to me, is not wrong. I believe that everything that Apryl was saying that Fizz does to her, what's that girl's name? What is that girl's name? I can't think of her name. But anyway, I mean, not Fizz does to her. Everything that Omarion does to her, that's what Moniece has been complaining about with Fizz. And she has no problem with it and trying to keep it that way. I believe that she is, since she was going through the same thing with her baby daddy, with Omarion, who does not really talk to her, deal with her. I believe he probably used third-party mediators to handle conversations that need to be had, as well as pick up and drop off and stuff like that. So I believe that she's looking at it like, well, Omarion doing it to me, so y'all, you do it to her. Don't talk to her. You don't need to talk to her. Y'all don't need to be friends or be cool. Y'all can have a third party handle drop offs and all that. So I believe that's where her bitter and hatiness towards Moniece is she wants to see another woman going through what she's going through and being treated the way she's being treated. Because as far as I'm concerned, she's way out of line with that situation too. This is none of your business. Y'all don't got no kid together. This is not your child. Y'all not even married, so you're not even a step parent. You sit your ass back. If I have dealt with men who had children, your business and your relationship with your baby mama is between you and her. Y'all got that child together. Y'all was here way before I was. And if I had something to say or had a problem with something, I would say it to that man, not to his baby mother. I'm not about to be trying to sit there in their conversations. Like if you married, that's one thing. If y'all have became married, if you have now made children with him, now those children are siblings, that's one thing to say, oh, okay, well, I would like to be involved in talking to you or being in the midst of certain conversations concerning the kids or something. But none of that is going on. So to me, she is out of line. Do not try and come or interfere in their parenting relationship just because yours is jacked up. Just because your man, your ex-man, your children's father won't talk to you or have anything to say to you. So Moniece need to smack the dog mess out of that little girl. Like, you stepping way out of bounds, and you got a lot of nerve. You won't even be here next month. How dare you come and try and interfere or create discord or a problem between me and a man that I got to deal with for the rest of our child's life and try and co-parent with. No. Stay in your lane. And if you got a problem with a man having a cordial relationship, a good co-parenting relationship with the mother of his child, then you shouldn't be in relationships with a man who got children. Then find you a man who ain't got none. Then you ain't got to worry about no jealousies, no insecurities, or any drama that could come with that. So yeah, she out of line for that. She need to be smacked for that. But anyway, kudos. My hat is off to Omarion. He just showed you what a winner look like, what a winner do. And Fizz and April was already the losers, but now they definitely are. They definitely messed that up. That's all I wanted to say about that situation. I hope y'all can hear me, because I think at one point my hand was on the mic. And then, of course, I got the heat on, the wind blowing, because I was on the highway coming to work. Y'all have a good day.